It's your girl, Miss Ileane, and they're calling it Snowmageddon, which means that a lot of states in the United States are going to be plummeted with snow and snowstorms today and tomorrow. And so I thought maybe some of you guys are around and want to hang out. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're watching this in the replay, hey, just leave me a comment and just say, hey, girl, hey. All right, so I want to talk about a few things that are going to be new for, I'm not going to say new for me, but new happenings. Let's just put it that way. So the first one that I want to talk about is Substack TV. Substack TV. Did you know about that? It's on my TV. There's an app for Substack. Let's see if I can show it to you real quick. And without showing you the messiness, no, there's no way I could not show you the messiness. So I'm going to show you messiness. It's okay. Here's my girl, Tanya Smith. She was live a few weeks ago. And so now I downloaded the Substack TV app with Google TV. And so there you have it. That was just a sample. I've subscribed to some folks over on Substack, and I kind of like, sometimes I look at some of the emails that come through. A lot of times I don't. I'm just busy. And Tanya is someone who also is multi-streaming over on YouTube. So I usually just watch it on YouTube if I can catch the replay, if time permits. And then there's also my friend James Hicks, who has the technologist, is spelled differently though. In fact, I will leave links in the description. They're not there now, but I will leave links in the description for Tanya's show as well as James Hicks's show. And I'll leave the YouTube links that way. I'm saying that now, but let me write that down. Leave links. Tanya and James. Okay, I have a few other friends that are using Substack. And, when I saw this Substack TV, I think it just came out last week. They've had live streaming for a while. They've had podcasting for a while. So I quick opened up my eCam Live, and, you have to use a RTMP key, if anybody knows what that means. It's just like a little address for the destination of Substack. So I set it up on eCam Live, and then I also set it up with StreamYard. Okay? But I said, you know what? Let me just do it from my phone. Let me just try it from my phone. And because I wanted to screen share not screen share, but show what I just shared. And I don't have a TV in my office. And I could have showed it from the phone, but the whole point is to show it from the TV, right? So I said, I will do a stream here. Now, this is me just checking and making sure that I'm live as I should be, since I do have my other phone here. There you go. Yes. All right. So here we go. So when I did that, I found out that, girl, you can't go live like that. You got to have 10 subscribers on Substack. And I know it seems like a small number, But I've never told anybody about Substack or that I had a Substack, and I don't really post over there. I think I posted one thing or maybe two, but I am starting to think about this whole Substack thing, especially. I'm sorry. The volume on this phone is hard to turn down. I'm using my old phone here because I want to leave a comment. Because I want y'all to follow me on Substack. Okay? That's what I'm getting at here. And so, yeah, why didn't I make it easier for myself to grab the link? Oh, I did. I did make it easier for myself. I put the link in my notes, in the notes app. And so, copy link. Yeah, it just started opening Substack. So that's not, let me write, follow me. I need 10 subscribers on Substack. And sorry that this little opening to this video is a little awkward, but it's okay. It's a live stream, and like I said, it's Snowmageddon happening here. So ain't nobody worrying about that. Okay, so I literally have to take off my case for my other phone because it's not letting me turn down the volume. Okay, so that's something that's going to be new. I will start posting over there. And, I also want feedback from you all if you're watching this. What kind of stuff do you want me posting about? What would you like to talk about over there on the Substack? All right. So, for example, one of the things that I love to do is live streaming. Da-da. Or we could talk about live streaming or any kind of content creation. The other thing, and a lot of y'all may not know this, but I am seriously studying. I had to come up with the words. I am seriously studying the Amazon Influencer Program. So much so that it's more, for me personally, it's more about learning how to use the program than actually like making a lot of money out of using it. Like, I could train someone else to make thousands and thousands of dollars, even though I can't say, yeah, I made $100,000 last year. That's not me. Because, I got a day job. And, that's just not a thing that I'm interested in doing. I'm more interested in, and it's not just the Amazon Influencer Program. So hold that thought. I'm more interested in understanding and being able to communicate all of the different nuances about the program. And as a result, because of that, a lot of people, honestly, they look to me for guidance and for just learning the rules of how to use the program, learning how to navigate, where to go to look for certain things, how to use different platforms to support what they're doing on Amazon. And so as a result, I have once a week, I have been leading sessions hosted by my friends over at Logie. Logie is a platform for Amazon influencers, but it's also a platform for brands that sell on Amazon. But they call them training sessions. I call them think tanks. And hello, Catherine is here. Hey, how you doing? And so Catherine's been to some of those sessions. And so every week we have these sessions, and it's one of the hosts is myself, and the other is my buddy, Alto Vise. Oh, she's known as Alto Vise Unmuted. And she also hosts a session because there's 2 training sessions. Okay. And so they're on Zoom, and sometimes the replays are posted here. Oh, and Catherine says she loves the trainings. I miss you, girl, because you weren't there this past week. We had a mega, instead of having 2 separate trainings, one with Alto Visa and one with me, Alto Visa and I together hosted one, and it lasted for like 2.5 hours instead of an hour here and an hour there. So it was amazing. And then also Stas, who is one of the co-founders of Logie, along with Ehud Segev. Stas is also a seller. He's on both sides. He's a seller, and his wife runs their influencer accounts and does the videos and things like that. And so we had a lot of feedback from him, and we were talking about this creator connections. So I'll get back to that, okay? But in addition to Amazon, and like I said, I'm not the person that makes $100,000 on Amazon. I'm just not. And guess what? I ain't trying to be. Because there's other platforms. There's, for example, this one, YouTube. You can make tons of money on YouTube with the YouTube Shopping Affiliate Program. And although there are a lot of folks that have discovered the beauty of repurposing some of their Amazon videos on YouTube, they also still don't understand YouTube. They don't know how it works. They don't know how to get traffic, how the videos need to be a little different. Because, repurposing just sounds so much easier. Take that same video, boop, put it up on YouTube. It's easy peasy, right? It don't always work. It don't always work. It can, but it doesn't always work. Okay, so there's YouTube. Then there is this other amazing platform called LTK, which used to be reward style, but LTK stands for like to know it. It's a little bit more of a challenge to get accepted into LTK, and it is mostly fashion, beauty, home decor. Let's just be honest, it caters towards a female audience, okay? But LTK has their own app that people go to the LTK app just to shop. Okay. I know a lot about LTK now too, because I've been going to their trainings. It's not like I picked this up on my own. Like, let me just say this. With the Amazon Influencer Program, they do some trainings, but most of the stuff that I learned from listening to others who have experienced the program and also exploring things on my own. Like, Amazon is not very transparent. They put information out there. They put information out there, but it's limited. It's always like we're just going to tell you this piece. We're not going to tell you about if you have some kind of a hybrid question, we may not even answer that. We probably would just ignore you. So all right. So we've got Amazon, we've got YouTube Shopping, we've got LTK. Then there's also all these other creator programs like Walmart. I'm in the Walmart creator program. Lowe's has a creator program. I joined that. Sam's Club has a creator program. I joined that. A lot of these places have a lot of retailers, I should say, especially if they have a website, they have their own affiliate program. However, I'm not sure that it's always beneficial to join all these different programs. Now, I did it, but don't do as I do, do as I say. Okay. And so this is why I do it. I go through these things because I want to know, does this make sense to do this? I don't want to just come back to all of my think tank Logie members. I call it a think tank. They call it trainings. I call it a think tank because I learn just as much from them as I share with them. And I don't want to always be coming back saying, yeah, I heard this, and yeah, I heard that. No, I did it. No, I'm in the program, and no, you can do this. No, you can't do that. Nope, they're not allowed. No, yeah, that works. Okay, and so I'm also a community builder, so I love that. It's one of the things I love about LTK, because LTK lets everybody come together. This is something Amazon would never do. When there's a training session, it's on Zoom, right? So they have the chat open and they have the Q&A. So Q&A is really for the questions for the presenters. But in the chat, everybody just posting their handles. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Follow, 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 follow. Somewhere else, in other venues, that might be considered as spam. But on LTK, it's not. It's about community, and we all want to be able to connect with one another. So why not let us do that? So, and they also use an app. It's called GroupMe. So, my daughter used to use GroupMe. So when I heard that they were on GroupMe, I'm like, why they pick that? I know everybody don't want to be on Facebook, but they do have a Facebook group as well. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? Yeah. And Lowe's. Okay. Yes. All right. But do you have Sam's Club, Catherine? I will leave the link. I'm also going to write myself a note. Leave link to apply for Sam's Club. Well, when I say Sam's, I'm also going to wind up doing Walmart. There's another one I joined. I can't keep up with them all, right? It might be better if you're not good at setting up for multiple platforms to focus on one platform and do that to the best of your ability first and then branch out from there. Absolutely, Raymond. People say that all the time. However, I will say with one caveat, no matter which one of these affiliate programs you're on, you absolutely need to be on YouTube. Okay? Let me just say that. Because for one thing, it takes a while on YouTube in order for you to get monetized. That's number one. Number two, it takes a while for you to get to the point where you can get approved for the YouTube Shopping affiliate program. Not YouTube Shopping, because YouTube Shopping is more like fan funding. People buy your t-shirts and your mugs. That's YouTube Shopping. Okay, YouTube Shopping affiliate is more like Amazon. It's not exact, the rules is totally different, but it's more like, okay, for example, I will leave links and tag these products, but today I'm wearing this V-neck white t-shirt, and I have this tank top underneath. And I'm also wearing my stackable rings and earrings and my Figaro chain necklace, which I absolutely love. Okay. I want to be able to tag these products at the different retailers that are affiliated with YouTube. So now I'm so glad the comments are coming in because this is great. All right, so let me go back, Raymond. I see that you have another one there. And then I think I might have to block someone there. But anyway, my fiance has been, oh, this is Raymond saying, my fiance has been on YouTube consistently posting since 2022. And she's still at 600 subscribers, which is great, but it proves your point about it can take a while to grow your channel sometimes. And yeah, and it also, let me just say, I'll give you an example of someone. And if you go on my home page here, you'll see the collaborations section. And most of the collaborations are with myself and Logie, because I told you we do the sessions every week, and some of them have been posted. And there's only like 4 things on there right now. 3 of them are with Logie. The other one is with this amazing woman who is an Amazon influencer, and her name is Nicole Vincent. And I believe her channel handle is Nicole R. Vincent. And I think she had YouTube for a while, just sitting there, not really doing much with it. And hey, Lady Virgo, thank you. She said, your hair looks so pretty. Yes, yesterday was super cute Saturday, which means I get my hair did on Saturdays. Okay, so Nicole Vincent, let me tell you, I watched her because, like I said, she had me on her channel. She interviewed Amazon influencers. Well, first of all, Nicole's amazing. Everybody loves her. She's done so many tutorials to help people with the Amazon influencer program, okay? So she has some Amazon repurposed content on her channel, but her focus for the last few months has been interviewing people and finding out what their different strategies. And it's so amazing to find that there's so many different strategies on how you can make money. Yay! That's why I love her, because she's been interviewing people left and right, like 2 and 3 interviews a week. Boom, she just got monetized. She just got monetized. And I'm like, you put in the work. So that is Nicole R. Vincent. I'm pretty sure that is the handle on her YouTube channel. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my channel and look for the collaborations. Past live streams is up top. Okay, the collaborations. Yep, Nicole R. Vincent is her YouTube channel. See, there it is. And we did not plan this. Is the day she interviewed me. We didn't plan it, but we both wound up wearing the same color shirt. So, and she's, you see that subscribe button there? I just want y'all to know, when you collaborate with someone, you are added as a collaborator. This has prompted me to subscribe to my own channel, because I'm already subscribed to Nicole. Anyway, just wanted to let y'all know that. That was a complete side note. All right, let's go back and read some more comments. And and hey, how are you? Good morning to you too. Okay, yeah. Lady Virgo 6608. Hey, girl. All right, so thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. And if you're, digging this content so far, give it a thumbs up. All right, so I started off by telling you guys to follow me on Substack. All right, I want to make sure y'all do that, because that's important, because I only have 10 and I couldn't go live. And that was a bummer. I'm going to put that link in here again. Hopefully the right link pops up. I push paste. I got to go back to my notes app. So anyway, I'm on Substack. I'm Ileane Smith, the same as my handle here. But yeah, I just want to make sure y'all make it easy peasy. Just put the link in the chat. I only need 10 subscribers to go live, and I think I have 4. So, all right. So now we talked about Amazon Influencer Program, the trainings. We talked about a little bit about Substack and LTK. There's another one. There's 2 more that I want to tell you about. And I'll tell you about one that I never talked about first. The other one I talked about before here. And that is called ShopMy. ShopMy is like LTK, only it's quicker. Things happen quicker on ShopMy. I'll leave my link in the description. I'm not going to put the link in the chat. ShopMy is another place, and this will help with what we talked about a few minutes ago, joining all these different programs. You don't have to join all these different programs when you have LTK and ShopMy, because most of these same retailers that have affiliate programs have also are connected with ShopMy or LTK or LTK. I don't know which one has more. Probably LTK, only because LTK has been around longer. But here's the thing. Here's what's super important. On Amazon, people have to do so much outreach in general, not everybody, but people do so much outreach to connect with brands. Having a brand collaboration is like, this is my golden ticket. Like, if I don't make money off of the sales of the shirt, I can connect with the brand, and the brand can pay me for making videos. Or they'll send me free products. Or they'll do both. Or not only will they send me the free product, they will pay for the license to a video. And, depending upon how good you are and how good your negotiation skills, that's how it works on Amazon. However, with LTK and ShopMy, that collaboration part is built into the platforms. So that makes a big difference, y'all. That makes a big difference, because you have these experts, these people that are experts at overseeing these programs. You don't have to sit there with a spreadsheet. Okay, I emailed this person on this day. They didn't get back to me yet. Let me email them again. This is what Amazon influencers have to do. Let me follow up because they still didn't get back to me. Or I was supposed to do such and such for this brand, and what's my deadline? Oh no, they want me to say that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. No, but I can't mention bread. I have to say it's better than the English muffin. Whatever. Just stuff can go back and forth. And to be honest with you guys, me personally, that's one of the reasons why I'm not making $100,000 a year with the program, because I don't have time. Not the time, nor the patience, and it's just not my thing. But a lot of Amazon influencers are doing this, and I feel the stress. I can feel it, because I could tell you one thing that they do on Amazon. I'm not talking about LTK or ShopMy, but this happens a lot on Amazon. And not everybody, I'm not saying across the board, but a lot of times these brands steal people's videos. Like, you sent me a product, you said you were going to pay me $50 to do a video, shoppable video. You didn't buy the license from me. In fact, you asked me about the license and I said, no, I'm not giving you the license because I want the video to stay there on Amazon earning money. You go and steal my video. You download my video and then upload it. What? And Amazon does not do a great job of policing that. It's nothing like YouTube. You know, YouTube got the most sophisticated copywriting system on the planet. No exaggeration. Okay? Props to YouTube. That's why I love YouTube so much. And that's another reason why a lot of people who are Amazon influencers upload their videos to YouTube because they just want to catch to see if anybody's trying to steal them. Because not just the brand steal them, but other influencers, other people that have been approved for the influencer program. I won't call them influencers. There are other people that got approved for the program, but they're using other people's content. And Amazon doesn't catch it. Whew. I'm getting stressed. My blood pressure going up just thinking about it happening. And it hasn't even happened to me yet that I know of. Okay, so back to what I was saying about LTK and ShopMy. It's part of their process. After you've been on these platforms for a while, and they may have some threshold there, oh, you have to have, shared 30 times, or you had to have 5 sales or whatever, and then you can go into the collaborations portal. And you can pick and choose brands that already have ready to give content, ready to give product and ready to pay for your video. And they're not going to steal your video. Because first of all, it's not on Amazon. Doesn't benefit them for stealing your video. And they have a person that speaks English or whatever your language may be as their first language. And it's not somebody that's just like trying to pretend like they don't know the rules when they really do. So it's an amazing, amazing opportunity that I know a lot of Amazon influencers overlook this because, like Raymond said, people say, focus on the one thing and just do that one thing. And that's a great strategy. But if part of what you're doing is reaching out to brands constantly to try to get samples so you can have this, as my friend Rob would say, pipeline of samples coming in, you might want to look into LTK or ShopMy because they have like a little banner. This brand, and it's a brand I never heard of because I'm not, I ain't out there shopping like that. And it'll be like, they're offering $50 for a video. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be, it could be Instagram. A lot of times it's on Instagram though. Or it could be that they want you to share it on TikTok and stuff like that. So, or it could be YouTube that they want you to share it on. So there's more than one ways to skin a cat, y'all. Okay? I want you to know that. And just like there's a lot of opportunity on Amazon, and there is, I am not trying to dissuade you from using Amazon. Believe me, there's a lot of people making a lot of money on Amazon. Okay? I just want you to know that there's other opportunities out there that may be a little less stressful, or it just may suit your lifestyle. Like for me, it's one of the reasons why I love Logie. Because Logie Like I said, they work with, it's Logie, Logie, Logie. They work with brands, and brands give higher commissions to Amazon influencers. And in some cases, they also provide the product for you to review. For example, I'll just show you one. I just got this in yesterday. I didn't get a chance to open it up or anything. It's a matcha. It's 100% pure first harvest matcha. Okay, let me just move that tag out the way so you can see it. And this is a great time for me to be checking out some matcha because, Snowmageddon. And so they sent this sample to me free, and all I have to do is create some content for it. Okay? That's great for me because, like I said, I don't have time to be going back and forth with brands. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how some of my influencer friends do it. I know how they do it. When I say I don't know how they do it, I know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it. Oh gosh. So yeah, we have Logie. There's a couple other platforms out there that work just specifically with Amazon. But honestly, let me show you something else that I got through Logie. It's funny because I used to hear my friends, my live streaming friends, I'll mention Michelle is one, and Doc Rock is the other, talking about these Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi. Sorry, it's backwards. Oh, it looks backwards for me anyway. But I never knew what it was. But this one, oops. Don't scan that QR code. What? It's like a computer. It's dedicated computer. For, and I will get a little bit more into it, and I will scan the QR code. So I know exactly what I'm doing. And so it's not just, even though not to downrate the tea is cool too, but it could be big things, more expensive things as well. So it's important for me to be well versed in all these different programs so that I can train or have the think tank, lead a think tank session, because there's always going to be something that I don't know. Like I don't know that much about the back and forth of dealing with brands. I mean, I can imagine. But here's what my friend Sandy said in our latest session. She said, can we host a networking session once a month to help AIP folks promote their YouTube, Pinterest, IG socials, and have each other follow, subscribe to each other? We can also share tips and nuances about the various social platforms as it pertains to repurposing our shoppable content to these other platforms. Thank you, Sandy, for that suggestion. And I think that what may happen is that may be an initiative that I may spearhead and over on Substack, once I figure out what I can and can't do over there. Oh, I gotta get 10 subscribers first. In order, because we do this stuff live, We're not talking about just posting it in Facebook. Some people see it, some people don't. We do it live. Whoever can attend can still come back and watch the replay, and when they can. And and all that good stuff. Okay. So let's see. All right. So I got a one more thing. Another platform besides LTK and ShopMy, but I've talked about it here on the channel before. I've done live streams, I've done tutorials, and it's called Benable. Benable. Super, super easy to set up. You don't even really have to create content. You are just creating lists of things that you like and use. It could be, my favorite skincare products, or it could be my favorite restaurants in Philly. So every link doesn't have to be an affiliate link. Okay. And Catherine's there saying she loves Benable. I love Benable too. So I don't want to leave them off the list. And ShopMy is something very, very similar to Benable. So I got to get you on ShopMy. You got to get my invitation code, Catherine. And I'll just let me write myself a note, because it's almost as easy as Benable. All right, so now we're going to switch gears because there is something brewing in the podcasting industry. And for those who are not familiar with podcasting, or you're wondering, who am I talking about podcasting? Well, I started podcasting in 2009. Admittedly, I have not uploaded a podcast episode, but I do produce audio content along with my lovely co-host, Deborah Anderson from Social Web Cafe. We do, hey, Dr. Tachi. Dr. Tachi knows about my expertise when it comes to podcasting. And she is an expert when it comes to all the things with media, live streaming, podcasting, the whole bit. And so on the first Saturday of every month over on Twitter, we do a Spaces, and we talk about these things that are related to creator economy, one way or another. And so at 3 p.m. Eastern, let's look for Social Cafe. But my friend's handle is Social Web Cafe, Deborah Anderson. And we've been doing it for like almost 2 years now. And so I love. So, and it's totally audio, and it's just up to my sheer lack of time that I have not literally uploaded it to my podcast. Well, here's another thing. Oh, Dr. Tachi said you look gorgeous. Thank you, my dear. Got the hair did yesterday. And, you're probably not getting snow down there in Florida, but yeah, I try to preserve it as much as possible. I'm planning on not leaving the house for the next at least 24 hours with all the snow, because it's actively snowing right now. Like, I would say it's like a medium flow, and it started at 3:40 something this morning, and it is now 10:20 almost, and so it's been a nice clip. In fact, the snow plows have been through. The city is good. They salted and all that. Yeah, the snow done covered that. So they'll be back around hopefully later. Raymond said, quick question. As I believe you are on Mac, what audio editor are you using? Okay. That is a good question, Raymond. None. When we do these spaces, I don't edit them. I know that just makes it even more like, why in the world haven't you uploaded the thing? I'm going to tell y'all why I haven't uploaded. I have a good excuse. No, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And I understand, don't get me wrong. I love people who focus on having great audio quality. When you do spaces now, you can do them from desktop. I'm on desktop. Deborah's also on desktop. We're often joined by a few guests whose audio may not be as impeccable as Deborah's and mine's, but and because Deborah's also a jazz singer, like her and her husband, they produce videos, and so her audio is pristine. Oh, and then we also have another podcaster who joins us quite often. I cannot not give him a shout out, and that's Martin Lindeskog, also known as Lyceum, and he's a Swedish fellow. So it don't need editing. Now, if any editing, I might cut out some things where we're having technical difficulties. I think the last few times, because I have posted some of those episodes here on YouTube as just with a static image, and they did okay. I mean, people listened. The topics were good, and this last one is one that I really keep saying I'm going to repurpose. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you the prediction that I made, and it's also going to explain why I haven't uploaded. I have two podcast hosts. One is Libsyn, and one is, they call it Anchor. One is Anchor, okay? Anchor, which was acquired by Spotify. It's still free. The last time I uploaded a Social Cafe episode, it was on Spotify. I still kept Libsyn because Libsyn was my first, and even though I haven't uploaded to Libsyn in years, I was always dedicated to them. And, most of the content is outdated because I talked about social media on the Miss Ileane Speaks podcast. And my other podcast is called The Anchor Show. That's the one that's on Spotify. And so here's my prediction. Recently, one of the people that I truly, truly looked up to in the podcasting industry passed away. His name is Todd Cochran, and he passed away in September of 2025. And he was the CEO of Blueberry, which is another podcasting host. But he, along with Rob Greenlee, have a show called The New Media Show. Hi, Jamie Santos. How you doing? I'm doing good, girl. Guy. I'm sorry. I'm not sure with Jamie. All right. So Rob Greenlee has continued on with The New Media Show. But honestly, I'm already noticing some things changing. I'm not going to say it's because Todd passed away, but Todd was kind of like the old guard. Like, he stood for certain things that it's almost going to be hard for anybody to fill that void. Okay? And Raymond said, now I know what Raymond this is. Hey, I miss Anchor Radio. Yeah, me too. Okay, so Libsyn. Let me just go back to Libsyn. Libsyn had all these Hall of Fame podcasters, like, for example, Elsie Escobar, who was the co-founder of She Podcast, and she had been with Libsyn for a long, long time. And then also there was Rob Walsh, who people were kind of like, listen, his name was like synonymous with Libsyn. He was like their VP. He'd been around. He had seen some of the CEOs come and go and the whole bit. And also a friend and a real IRL friend of mine whose name is Matthew Passy. And I met him when I started my daughter and I started the Philly podcast meetup, and he came to our very first meetup, and he presented like the second time he came or whatever. Matthew is amazing. He used to be in radio and all that stuff. All three of those people in the last 3 months, all three of those people have been let go by Libsyn. Now, how in the world how do you fire two Hall of Fame podcasters? That's Elsie and Rob had a podcast. It was a bi-weekly podcast that was called The Feed. And it was a podcast that was about keeping you podcasting. Okay? It was one of the best podcasts about podcasting. They fired or laid off, I don't know what the terminology is. They got rid of both of them. And then they also got rid of Matthew Passy. That's Passey, I believe. Anyway. Now, another thing happened. There's been this whole battle between YouTube podcasts, Spotify video podcasts, because when you upload to Spotify, if you upload it as a video, like I mentioned to you before, I uploaded Social Cafe here on YouTube, but I made it a video with a static image. But if you upload a video with your Spotify, remember Spotify hosting is free. They can do whatever they want to do with your content. Okay? They change your podcast from an audio podcast to a video podcast. This is what they do. Okay. And all well and fair, it's not like it's sneaky or behind. This is just what they do. Okay, so Dr. Tachi said the original Anchor days were so good, and these companies are not loyal. Okay, so here we go. Remember, Libsyn told Elsie and Rob that they were going in another direction. Now, what I just told you a little background about Spotify. Spotify is now partnering with certain hosts, Libsyn being one of them, to let their podcasters put video on Spotify. See, before, the only way you could have a video podcast on Spotify is if you upload your video and you have a Spotify podcast. But they started a new pilot program with certain hosts. Acast is another one, but who cares? Libsyn, okay, is the major one that they're doing this with. And my theory, here we go with the conspiracy theory, is that the other direction that Libsyn is going in is setting themselves up to be acquired by Spotify. Hello, if you hear me, are they going to try to merge together and try to compete with YouTube then? Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, Raymond. Because, Netflix is the other player that's in this game of, trying to have video podcasts, but their podcasts they're not podcasts at all. Even though YouTube podcasts are not really podcasts either, because you don't get an RSS feed. But Netflix has made a deal with The Breakfast Club and Barstool Sports and a couple other. Avery Loves God says, I like your hair. Hey, Avery, thank you so much. Yesterday was super cute Saturday, so I got my hair did. Hair Studio 712 here in Philly. My girl Shelly, boom, hooked it up. Bam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words. So yeah, and there's something else that Spotify did, and I can't remember what it is, but it's not as big as the two things that I just told you. The three things. So I have this feeling that Libsyn is setting themselves up to be acquired because Netflix wants that sweet, sweet podcast audience. And I got to be honest with you, I don't watch The Breakfast Club. Okay, for those who don't know, The Breakfast Club is a black culture podcast. Okay, but I don't watch it. I just love this girl. One of the girls that's on there, her name is Jess Hilarious, and she's a comedian. She's hilarious. So I follow her and I see her clips every now and then. Like most of her content is not clips from the show, but every now and then I'll see a clip that she shared from the show because if something really poignant happens, she'll share it. So that's the only time I see The Breakfast Club. But Charlemagne the God, I can't go without mentioning his name because he's like the main host. And I don't even like that name, to be perfectly honest with you. But hey, he probably don't like my name. So he is what he is. I am not knocking the fact that they're taking gobs of money from Netflix, but I'm telling you, I've been around this podcasting thing for a long time. They are making a mistake. They are making a mistake because, forgot this part. This is the part I forgot. With this Netflix deal, because I brought Netflix into the conversation, even though we were talking about Spotify, they got to take their content off of YouTube. What? What the? What the heck? What the Halliburton? What the Hallibron Jane? What the heck? They got to take their content off YouTube. And first of all, I don't even have Netflix. That's me. I don't watch the show anyway, but if I did, I will never watch it now because I don't have Netflix and I'm never going to subscribe to Netflix. Okay, let's get that straight. YouTube, I signed up for YouTube Red the day it came out, and now it's called YouTube Premium. Raymond said, basically, I feel like Netflix is trying to take over the sports side of podcast. Fine, take sports, because I'm not a big sports fan, especially since my team lost this year. We were Super Bowl champs. We still the reigning Super Bowl champs, though. But anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Let me finish your. I know everybody loves sports. Don't at me, okay, if you're watching this. Basically, I feel like Netflix is trying to take over the sports side of the podcast and to try and bring more viewers to their platform in that sense. Dr. Tachi said, I don't care for Charlemagne. See, I knew I was right. I knew I was right. Dr. Tachi has given me the okay to not like Charlemagne. It's not that I don't like him. It's just that he ain't all that. He ain't all that to be calling himself the God. What? What? Who told you to call yourself that? Yes, your potential reach is so much broader with YouTube than a platform that people have to pay to see. Hello. But I am not mad at them. I think DJ Envy is also one of the hosts. I'm not sure, because remember, I only see clips. I know he's been on there a few times. I'm not mad. Take that payout, because maybe you're only going to be with the Breakfast Club for the next 2 years because you're tired of doing it. So you're like, hey, Netflix is going to give me $100 million. I just made that amount up. I don't know. I have no idea how much money they're getting. But they might be like, hey, we out. Bye, YouTube. But for real, if you want to stake your claim, if you want to build your audience, if you want to make an impact, if you want Ileane Smith to ever watch your show, you will not take it off of YouTube. Because I might just be too lazy to turn to channel one day or just find another video. But I don't have Netflix. And with my daughter, when I went to stay with my daughter, she had it. And that's when I caught up on that one show that, the show that everybody was raving about. Season 1 was the best one, where, I can't remember the name of it. It's not that serious, though. I mean, I watched it. I binged it while I was at her house. And back then, I could have been sharing her password. In fact, she gave me the password. I don't care about that. Yes, your potential reach. Okay, I think I got all your comments. Yes, yes. So, and here's another thing. Okay, Spotify and Netflix. They're really coming after YouTube. They're trying to get back a piece of that pie because Netflix was the #1 streaming video movie platform for years and years and years, and here YouTube came and like maybe 3 years just took their crown. And it's like get out of here, Netflix. So now they're trying to get the crown back. I get it. And in a way, I'm glad that they're there because otherwise people will be saying YouTube has a monopoly and we don't want that. It's got to be fair game. And there's a lot of shows on Netflix that people love. Oh, Bridgerton. That's what it was. I caught up on all my Bridgerton. No, Bridgerton, not Stranger Things, though. Yeah, no, and like I said, season 1, that was a good one where the guy was, if you know anything about Bridgerton. But who cares about the seasons after he left? So anyway, I don't. But I never used her password at my home. Even though now they don't even let you do that and all that stuff. But yeah, I like what I like to watch. I'm not really a huge movie person. I don't even have HBO. Like my daughter is into the Game of Thrones and all that. I've never seen not one episode. I don't even watch the Breakfast Club, and that's black culture. And that's real. It's real stuff that's happening. It's like, whatevs. I'm funny. I'm very picky, and that's why I want y'all to sign up to my Substack. I want y'all to make sure y'all sign up to my Substack because I want to be able to go live over there. Yeah, every time I go to paste it, I'm using my old phone and pasting the link. And now, oh gosh, it's to the point now where it didn't close out the document where I saved the link. Anyway, it's Ileane Smith over on Substack. Y'all can figure out how to Ileane Smith. As long as you know how to spell my name, you can find me anywhere on the internet. Sometimes the Smith is there, sometimes it isn't. But on YouTube, it's Ileane Smith. On Substack, it's Ileane Smith. On TikTok, it's Ileane Smith. All the other places, it's just Ileane. Oh my goodness. Yes. So that is my prediction. I'm just going to look at my notes and make sure I didn't forget anything. I don't think I forgot anything. But that's my prediction. And I just want you all to know. Now is a very, very important time in history for us to care about our voice. Our voice, whatever it is that we have to offer to the world. Whatever it is that we have to say. Like today, I'm just talking off the dome. Like I got these little notes here. And I'm just talking off the dome. But people are being silenced around the world and in this country. in this very country that we live in and that we love, with some exceptions. So whether it's fashion, you want to talk about a beauty or home decor or social justice, I want you to know that you've got these platforms. YouTube should be the one that no matter where you start, repurpose it on YouTube or start here and repurpose it to other places or whatever, however you do it or whatever you call it. Like I mentioned about doing the Twitter spaces. Y'all just don't know. Twitter have changed. All the people that left Twitter, come back. Come back. Because first of all, Threads is annoying. I'm not on Threads, but I'm on Instagram, and it's constantly like every time I see a great headline, it's like so-and-so posted, I always find somebody that I'm already following, right? They posted about this thing, and then I click on, and it takes me over to Threads, and I'm like, got me again. It's like they desperate to get people over there on Threads. But let me tell you, baby, Twitter has changed, y'all. Oh my gosh. They made let me calm down. Cause y'all not gonna believe this. I used to only go on Twitter and go to my lists. Right? They got this For You section. Okay. I'm not paying that For You section no mind, right? For like the last 2 years or however long that Musk, since he took over. But honey, somebody told them to change the algorithm around, and oh my goodness. This is like the kind of stuff I'm saying here. This is about how this is the Black Media Hub. I don't follow these people, but they have tweaked the algorithm because they know that I'm into Black culture and all that. So that's what they're showing me. They show me people who are sharing their art. They show me people who are, especially one of my favorite things is great musical moments in history. I didn't start following these people. I was not seeing this 3 months ago. Okay. But now I can literally scroll through my Twitter feed and I love it. I love it. I could spend time on Twitter longer than I ever could on Instagram because, first of all, I just told you what they do. They annoy the crap out of me trying to send me over to Threads. And then TikTok, a lot of stuff on TikTok is nonsense, and it's fine when you feel like just laughing. But if I want to read interesting things, or if I want to be amazed, or if I want something soulful or enriching, Twitter, oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Come on back. Come on back. Over there, I'm see if I find something else here. Rap House TV. I never paid attention to them. Taraji P. Henson. They just giving you a little background story about Taraji P. Henson. Why? I don't know. I'm not following these people. This is what I'm seeing in my timeline. Oh, this is Kev on Stage. I started following him because I would see him. I didn't know he was a comedian. So ironically, my nephew shared something with me over on Instagram, and it was this guy, Kev on Stage. But he's like, I don't know, comedian or, yeah, I think he's a comedian. They started showing me his stuff, but he's culturally diverse. This content that I'm seeing now is culturally diverse. Then there's something about BET. Like, they're just making sure that, and it's not all Black stuff. Like, for example, this is a little girl who she appears to be Asian, but she's missing an arm, and she's a violinist. Okay, nothing like the crap that I was seeing before. Okay, So, anyway, even though, like I said, do like I say, not like I do, because I need to repurpose some of my content that I've been sharing over on Twitter, here on YouTube, those Twitter spaces. But I do want you to make sure that you continue to tell your story, continue to get your voice out there. And, a lot of times you will hear me say, hello, beautiful people. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or you're non-binary. We're beautiful. There's a reason why you're here listening to me. There's a reason why, of all the content that's out there in the world, you stumbled across this live stream today. Okay? You have something beautiful inside of you. You have something beautiful inside of you that someone else needs to hear. Do you know you can change somebody's life with your content, with the things that you say? When you're there for someone who needs you, you don't even know they need you. Just keep putting a positive light out there. Don't let anybody dim your light. I know some people have fell off and they're like, I'm not going to post anymore, or I'm not going to talk about my topic anymore. It doesn't mean that your topic has to be, political or whatever. It's just your voice, okay? Because somebody else needs to hear it. And Raymond said, subscribe to your Substack. Yes, yes, yes. I also cannot get X Twitter to let me sign up. It might be because I deleted my account a while back. Yeah, they have some kind of an auction there for people to get expired Twitter handles, but you got to pay. You got to, So you just need to start a new account. That's all I can tell you. And use a different email. If they're trying to block you, they're not going to block your VPN. They would just block the email address that you're using. So just use a different email, Raymond. And I thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my Substack, because I need 10 people so I can go live. Because this live stream was actually supposed to happen on Substack. But I'm glad it didn't, because, of course, even if I would only had the 10 people, nobody would have saw it. But you guys came over, and I so appreciate you. I've gone way, way beyond my time, a lot of time. But, that's what happens when you're in Snowmageddon, because there's not much else for me to do here. I was going to tell y'all this joke that I had, my little charcuterie board. Because doesn't that just sound like the thing to do? Have a charcuterie board? But for real, all I got is some toasted savory onion crackers. That's part of what, if I had a charcuterie board, that would be on there. And I got my tea, too. My matcha tea. That my friend sent me from Logie. All right, so I want y'all to stay beautiful. I don't think I finished that whole stay beautiful thing. But yes, I did. I finished it. I want you to know that, tongue-tied much, I want you to know that you can change someone's life with your content, with the thoughts that you share. It's funny. I'll tell you a real quick story. And I don't remember all the details. But there's a fellow that used to come and hang out with the live streamers in the eCam group. And my friend Doc Rock, spelled just the way it sounds, Doc Rock, he's like the leader of these little, kind of like little masterminds that we used to have. And this one day, there was this guy who had been coming, and I can't remember his name now. He said, this group has meant so much to me. Y'all just don't know. I lost my father, my brother, and my sister. One of those three was killed. I think it was the brother that was killed in the last couple months. But us just hanging out, talking about live streaming. Not nothing like serious, or it changed his life. You see what I'm saying? You just never know. So all I'm saying is don't give up the ghost. Keep sharing your content, because there's forces that will bring people to you that need to hear what it is that you have to say. And with that, I always start by saying hello, beautiful people, and I always end by saying stay beautiful.